back to the olden shot. We're in the cubbyhole again because I can't find the spare batteries to my Sony camera that I normally do the videos on. So I thought I'll just do it on the phone, a bit more intimate. Today the video is about aperture, the effect that aperture and focus distance has on the depth of field of your photograph. So what I've actually got is 10 photographs, all remarkably similar, apart from one thing, which is the depth of field. I've taken 3 photographs and the subject I focused on was just over 3 foot away from the camera, and I've taken a shot at f1.9, f4 and f8. Then I moved the tripod back to about 6 or 7 foot, focused again on the subject, and took a shot at f1.9, f4, f8, and then I moved the tripod so that the subject was 10 foot away, and again 3 photographs, f1.9, f4, f8, and I also took one at f16 just so that the original scene was more visible. And it's the photograph is in a churchyard at Cramlington, not far from Blyth. The subject that I focused on was a headstone in the form of a cross. The close-up shots at just over 3 foot, you can only just see a portion of it. That's on the right hand side of the photograph, as you'll see, and in the background we've got the church tower and clock, and in between, in the mid distance, there are some headstones which will come into view as the aperture gets smaller. On the first shot, the close one at 1.9, I made a mistake. Using the split prism for focusing, I focused on the edge of the stone, the bit that was sticking out the furthest, and subsequently when I developed the film I realised that that bit that was sticking out was actually about 3 inches further back from the face of the stone nearest. So the face of the stone is actually out of focus. There's only one thing in focus, and that's right at the edge of the stone. But however, we'll have a look at these photographs. I've done this, it's not training or anything like that, it was an experiment for myself actually, to see how the distance away from the camera that you, the subject is that you're focused on, seeing how the depth of field is affected. It was interesting to me. So we'll have a look at those photographs now, and then we'll come back. So, as you can see, when the subject is only 1 meter away that you're focused on, the background is out of focus at all f-stops, although shapes do become recognisable at the smaller aperture of f8. At 1.5 meters, again, nothing comes sharp in the background, but the shapes become more recognisable, and the headstones in particular in the middle distance become recognisable, and then at 2 meters the shapes are recognisable at 1.9 f1.9, and by the time we get to f8 it's nearly in focus on the clock on the tower, and f16 you can even tell what time it is. So that was an interesting experiment for me. Gives me an idea of what I can expect shooting at different distances at different f-stops. I'll point out that that's all on a 50mm lens. The longer the lens, generally the shallower depth of field on distances like this. So that's it for this time, and next time I'm actually going to do a review on the Chinon CE4 that I used for these photographs. It was actually a gift from a friend, and we'll look at the camera and some other photographs from the same day taken with the camera and lens. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.